Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2015 Week 4. This is the Patriotism Bowl. This will be Myers Park traveling over to play South Mecklenburg. I'm Dale Ross.
Now the pit man Matt Morrow, and this is already a big rivalry.
Yep.
And adding the Patriotism Bowl to it is a great touch. Thanks to South Meck for doing that. This is also a 7:30 p.m. start if you're going out there. It's going to be a big
Oh,
crowd.
7:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll be a big crowd, and it's going to be a good game on the field. Myers Park's throwing the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
They're starting to get the run game going after struggling against RGK. They got that going last week against Providence. And I think going against South Meck, the key is they got to be balanced.
Yep.
Porter Ridge, you mentioned earlier, ran the ball well against South Meck 20-20. I think that's a good sign for Myers Park because the quarterback Jack Davidson can throw it.
Yeah.
And he's been throwing it well. It's mainly to Brandon Adams, the receiver, who's really starting to come up here in the area. But a good thing against South Meck is being balanced because if you only do one thing well, they do really well in keying in on one thing and then shutting that thing down and not letting you win games with the one thing you do well. For South Meck, I think the key is to make Myers Park one dimensional. Take away, and honestly, the way they struggled against RG I think you might want to take away the pass.
Right.
Because it seems like Myers Park can throw the ball a little bit better than they can run it right now. So you might want to take away the pass against them, maybe go 6 or 7 in the box, have extra defenders against the pass, and then make them run the ball. South Meck, we talked about earlier in the season their defensive line being a strength. But if Porter Ridge is running the ball on,
Right.
what's going on there? I know you saw him down
Yeah.
there.
And most of that was on the inside, the run.
Mm-hmm.
South has good defensive ends, but
Yeah.
in the end, at the end of the day, and as you were going through your keys, I was thinking, so for Myers Park, I think if Myers Park is going to have to run, and that's where I saw the more success with Fort Ridge, was running the ball. Now, granted, they scored no points, but
Right.
still, there were. As you looked at things, you saw that okay, that's where they were having success. Now, maybe that's because their passing game wasn't the greatest in the world,
Right.
but you definitely have to attack that, and that has shown or proved itself to be a not very strong point for Myers Park in their 2 games that I've seen them in the Country Day game,
Yep.
and then in the Audrey Kell game. So I just got to agree with both things that you say, and uh, if I'm South Mecklenburg, I would definitely probably focus on shutting the passing game down because that is where Myers Park is having their success, and they're going to throw at you. Period. So you're going to see 15 to 25 attempts easily. Probably closer to that 20 to 25, I believe, unless they come up with a game plan to, hey, we saw something in the run game and we're going to pound the run.
Right.
Of course, you pound the run, pull them in, and then you can hit your passing game. So
if you're South Meck, how do you attack the Myers Park defense?
how do you attack the Myers Park defense? Audrey Kell had a lot, and Country Day had success running the ball. I think that South Mecklenburg's got a good run game. I think you just do what you think. I think for South Mecklenburg, they can just step out there and do what they do well, what they've been doing well, and that's run the ball. And I would play physical football up front. I believe they'd have an opportunity to win across that offensive line, and I would push that offensive line to its end degree and just run. I'm sure Coach White will mix it up. He's he's intelligent in that manner, but at the end of the day, I believe it's going to come down to can Myers Park stop that run? Can they run against South Mac, and can they stop the run?
Well, here's the interesting thing here. I think South Meck's taking a step up in terms of teams that they've faced so far.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming off Porter Ridge. They played Marvin Ridge.
Yeah.
And then they played East Meck.
Right.
So now this is the test for South Meck to see where they are right
Right.
now. And Myers Park has already faced, an Audrey Kell, They faced a well-coached Country Day.
Mhm.
And now Providence was kind of beat up.
Right.
But still, I think Myers Park has faced tougher opponents than South Meck has right now.
I agree.
So we're going to really see, because both of these teams are real close in the best of last. So I think it's going to be a good, evenly matched game. We're going to see really where South Meck is.
I think so. And as I said in here on my notes, this is a statement game for South Meck.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a statement to us, I believe, to really tell us of where you are. You slipped a little bit in his mind. In my mind, you're staying steady, and you should be increasing. So I think I should see a little bit more. And when you look at this team, when they go through their workouts and their warm-ups, they look the part 100%. They're well coached.
Mm-hmm.
They're physically, they're a very solid-looking team. They have the athletes. They have everything.
Right.
It's a matter of pulling it all together. What happened?
Battery critically low.
Did it shut down?
I see a gray message.
Oh, okay. Great.
Well, we were about done anyway.
What the heck? It's still recording, huh?
Well, I guess that's a takeout. Hey, but aren't you glad I said something, though?